What's up, bodybuilding fans? Welcome to Texas Bodybuilding News. I'm your host, Jason Martinez. If you guys new here, make sure you guys subscribe, Texas Bodybuilding News. Follow us on IG, Texas Bodybuilding News. I want to give a shout out to our podcast sponsor, One More Bodybuilding USA. They're come on board just recently with us. We're proud to do some stuff with them. They're just launching their website, actually, onebodybuildingusa.com. And if you guys use my code, Jason Martz, MARTZ 10, you get 10% off. Go check out the website. Links in the description, On today's guest for one-on-one, we have Claudia. How do you say your last name?
Licona.
I thought it was like that. I just didn't want to pronounce it bad because I'm not good with names all the time.
Yeah.
She is the owner of the Protein House, but she's been in the fitness industry. She's competed and stuff like that. So we met up the other day at the workshop, and I wanted to bring her on board to talk about her journey on fitness, competitive, the Protein House, and her future plans with this and everything going on. So welcome.
Yes, thank you.
So let's talk about how did everything get going? Like, tell us about where you got started, where you grew up, your life in the beginning.
I grew up in Alton. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm from Alton. Graduated from Mission 04. Got pregnant super young. Super young. Yeah. And, I just wanted to make sure that my son was going to have a future and not having to rely on anybody but me. So that's when I decided to go to school. And I was pregnant, going to school. My water broke in class.
You were going to school for what?
For nursing.
For nursing,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I chose that career path because at that time there was like a boom in nursing.
Yeah.
So, they were paying nurses a lot of money, and I did my LVN first.
Okay.
So it was like a program of a year and a half. So I was like, okay, I need to do something fast, quick, have a secure job. So that's what I chose. I graduated, and then I got pregnant again. And I'm like, okay, I need to go back to school again. So I went back for my RN.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, I was pregnant. Going through the nursing
both times
program.
you're pregnant, both times you're in school.
3 times.
3 times. Okay.
3 times pregnant, and all 3 times I was in school. Yeah.
So you finished with what after all? With your schooling?
With my RN.
Okay.
I finished with my RN, and I am currently back at school. Yeah, and I'm gonna do my family nurse practitioner.
Oh
now.
wow, that's like the top.
That's the top of the top. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. A lot of studying, a lot of reading, a lot of not going out.
So how long have you been a nurse? Like working as a nurse?
As an LVN, I worked for about a year, and then right away I went back to school, and then as an RN I worked for about I'm gonna say about 6-7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I went for 6-7 years. I always knew that I wanted to have my own business, because my family, well, that's what they do. They own their businesses. So ultimately, that was my ultimate goal. But I always knew that in the business it fluctuates. Yeah. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. So I always wanted to have something to back me up, just in case. I opened up my business and it wasn't successful. I had that, that degree to back me up and to still be on my feet. Yeah. So
how much more schooling do you have for that?
About 2 years.
So about 2 more years to go.
Yeah. 2 more years. Yeah. I'm doing it slowly because I'm paying for it, and then I have to run the business. Life is still going on outside of school. Yeah. So I'm doing it slowly at my own pace. So yeah.
Good. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So how did you start in the fitness journey? Because I know you've competed a couple times, but how did you get into just fitness overall aspect of it?
Overall, I started because like I said, I was going to school. I was having kids. So I kind of felt like I lost myself as a person. Yes, I was a mom, but I didn't know anything else. I was like, so what about me? Yeah. Like what, I had already finished school. My youngest was 3 years old. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I think it's time to kind of figure myself out, figure out what I want to do, figure out now who Claudia is, as an adult, because since I got pregnant super young, I was like 19, I didn't get to experience I didn't get to discover myself.
True.
You know, I grew up, my mom she's very conservative. So throughout high school, I was never allowed to go out. I was never allowed to go to the movies. I was never allowed to do much of anything. So I didn't know what it was going out, drinking, nothing, you know? So I kind of lived like in this little shell. So I felt like I never got to discover myself.
Okay.
And after my daughter was 3, my friend invited me to join CrossFit.
The CrossFit.
Yeah. And I was like, I went the first day and I told her, Licky, you know what? This is not for me. I don't like it. And she's like, let's just finish the week and, you know, just come with me because they will give you a week for free.
Do you remember which one that you went to? Which
CrossFit Invaders. It was in Palmview.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it was in Palmview. And that's where I started. And after the week, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And that's how I started my fitness journey.
And what did you like about CrossFit itself?
I loved the intensity. Like the intensity, the one more rep, even though you're like out of breath, your lungs are burning and you know, you feel like you can't anymore. That's what I loved about it. Just how you can just keep going and you surprise yourself.
Yeah.
So I did that for about 5 years, you know, and I competed también in it.
Oh, so you also competed in CrossFit?
Yeah. I did CrossFit competitions.
Oh,
we did quite a bit of CrossFit competitions.
Locally here?
Locally, one time went to Kingsville.
Okay.
One time I went to Kingsville.
And how did you play? Did you do pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't never really like the best. For me, I'm very good at weights. Mm-hmm. Like I can lift weights heavy and fast. But gymnastics, that's my weakness. Like, you know, lo que son the toes to bar, the handstand push-ups. Oh my God.
Burpees.
Yes.
Step ups.
Yes.
The jump. Okay.
Yes. All that was like my weakness. But if you give me a bar with weights, I can do all day. So yeah, it was fun. But as I got older, my joints kind of felt the pain.
Say that again. It's because that's my thing with CrossFit. It is a fun sport, but I think you have to have one as a good foundation, I think, too. And I think sometimes a lot of people don't go in that with a good foundation that you can get hurt in CrossFit if you're not doing it right.
You can.
You know? And I think that's what happens to a lot of people. After a while, they're beat up and they're like, okay, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
what happened to you?
That's what happened to me. I was like, oh my God, I mean, my knees. Yeah. I think that was one of the biggest things, my knees. And it scared me a lot because, you know, I love, you know, women with big legs and, you know, muscular legs and, you know, the glutes, the hamstrings, all that. I love that. And I couldn't imagine myself like not being able to work out because my knee, you know, I hurt my knee or an injury or something.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided I was like, well, I'm going to try bodybuilding. It was always in my bucket list. It was always something that I wanted to do, but I always struggled with food.
Okay.
I mean, and this is not just recent. This is like since high school, since junior high, you know, I always struggled with food. Any diet that you've heard of, I've done it.
You tried them all?
All of them. Everything. Yeah. I feel like I messed up my
thyroid, metabolism.
Yes,
all that
I
stuff
messed it up.
Yo-yo dieting and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I remember the most intense one was what is it? The
Atkins?
No. It was something you would inject.
The
HCG
diet. Yeah.
It was literally a 500 calorie.
Yeah, you were low calorie,
diet.
and the whole purpose is the HCG was making you use your own body fat to burn extra calories. Yeah,
I did that. I was super young.
Bullshit with that stuff. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is. I mean,
how long did you last with that diet? Because that's
tough. Oh my God! I think I did it for like 3 months. Yeah, I did it for like 3 months.
You're like, fuck this. I'm done with this.
I mean, I was young, so I was able to do it. And I did lose a lot of weight, but it wasn't sustainable. It's not sustainable. It's not a lifestyle. Yep. I mean, and it's not healthy. And now I'm feeling, you know, the effects of everything that I did when I was younger. Diet pills. I did the Master Cleanse. I don't know if you ever heard of that one. Oh, my God. So it was a jug a gallon of water, and you would put lemon, cayenne pepper, maple syrup.
Yes.
And then that's the only thing you would eat for like 30 days.
No, mama.
30 days.
That's like fasting and just liquid.
Yes. And I did it. And nombre, I don't even know how.
How'd you survive? How'd you survive even mentally? Like thinking, like,
right?
You know that if we go through these brain farts because we're low calories and we're eating, but not eating like that. No.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I feel like I messed up my everything, my metabolism, my thyroid, everything from all those crazy diets, fad diets. I mean, they're even here now. You know, what's that real popular one? The keto one. I mean, they work.
They all work for a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
You know? But it's not a lifestyle change.
It's not sustainable.
And that's what a lot of individuals don't understand. That's why when I get clients, same thing. It's like, no, this is what I'm giving you. I'm working with you. It's a lifestyle that you can live with, you know, and you're eating, you're enjoying, you're doing, you know, your workouts. You can then you start figuring out what food works, what don't food, but you're eating, and you know, it's like you cannot cut so much stuff out.
It's literally it's your fuel.
Yeah,
it's literally your fuel. And I did not learn this until I started working out, and you know, the meals, how it played a big role in how I felt during a workout, my recovery, you know, and the difference of eating unhealthy and going to the gym, and then eating healthy and going to the gym. I mean, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people don't understand that your food, that's like your foundation. It's like when you're gonna build a house, you need that stable, sturdy foundation.
Listen.
Yeah, and if you don't have that, everything else that you do, that you build, is like useless. You know? So I didn't understand that. Now I understand it. And
well, I think it's hard to try to explain that to people, because right now with everything, like you said, fad diets, everybody wants it fast and everybody wants it quick, and you know, do this for 15 days, do this with it. Yeah, you will drop weight, but what happens after? You yo-yo it back, right? You gain that plus more, you know? So it's like all you're doing is yo-yo dieting, going up and down. Your weight's going up and down, up and down, up. You never sustain a certain weight, you know?
Exactly.
How much weight did you gain one time after like getting off that and trying to be normal or trying to get to something else? Like you'd gain double that, right?
Double. And then you're just back or worse to where you first started. And I mean, when I say I did it all. Surgeries. I remember I got the lap band. Back then it was like the thing where they constricted your stomach.
So then you eat less.
Yes, you eat less. And I'm like, I mean, when I did it, I was like, I was happy, and you know, but then I started eating less, and I started losing weight, but I'm like, why is my skin sagging? Why does, you know, I'm all loose, I'm all like, I look unhealthy. I look unhealthy. Yes, I'm skinny, but I look unhealthy.
Well, it's called skinny fat. You know, you look thin, skinny, but you have more body fat still. You know, and I think like you're saying, because what happens, a lot of those type of things happen is you're gonna burn muscle first. That's what's giving you shape, especially for women. Okay, so if you have no muscle, you burning that, you're just gonna look, you know. Yeah. And it's
like a deflated balloon.
All you're seeing is the number on the scale, yes, but your shape, your body composition is just not something you want to sustain.
Exactly. And as women, I feel that's one of the biggest issues, the number on the scale. Yeah. It's like the number one thing where people are like, oh my God, I drank this tea and I lost 10 pounds like the first week. And I'm like, okay, first of all, that's not even healthy. Like,
first of all, how's your digestive system? You probably weren't even going to the restroom or something, because if that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen for that reason, you know.
Exactly.
But it's true. Like a lot of people's numbers. But like if you notice now, with everybody working out, women working out, lifting weights, you know, it's getting there to where, you know, now they're understanding the benefits of weight training, benefits of eating, you know.
Yeah, and for women, I think it's very important to focus on your nutrition, because for us, our hormones play a huge role. Hormones, you know, and we need we need that little fat. We need those little carbs. We need to eat.
Yeah.
We need to eat. And girls, unfortunately, are scared to eat. They're scared of carbs. And I'm like, why? Like,
well, it's because people's been taught that,
yeah, society.
And then people fear carb. No carb. No, that's like you said, that's your fuel. Start weight training. That's gonna make a big difference too.
Exactly.
Then your body starts adjusting what you're eating, what you're burning, and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And when they say, oh, okay, well, I want to tone, or I want to grow my legs. The first thing I tell them, I'm like, well, if you want to grow your legs, you're going to have to eat. Like, there's no way around it. Like, you cannot be on a deficit or eating very little without carbs and you wanting, to grow your legs. And so I feel that was the basis of bringing Protein House to the Valley, so that we can have a place as athletes.
Well, let's talk about how'd you hear about Protein House?
So I saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
I saw it on Instagram. I used to follow Larissa Race, and she would post about it. And I love what she talks about. She's always talking about nutrition. She's always talking about, healthy, nothing packaged, everything fresh, So I would follow her a lot, and I would just look at all her posts. And then she started posting about Protein House. And I went into the Protein House page and I started looking at the menu, and I just loved the whole concept, because when I was working out and I was trying to eat healthy, I mean, at that point I didn't know much about the your diets and all that stuff, but at least I would want to go to a restaurant and I would want something healthy. So you ask for a chicken, like a chicken breast, and they put all these sauces, they put marinade, or they put butter. Or just the fact that you have to go to a restaurant, be very specific about what you want, and still being kind of like, oh my God, are they doing it? Are they not doing it? Like, I'm not sure.
Realistically, most restaurants are not going to cook it healthy.
No.
Yes, it may say chicken breast, and people are like, oh, this is chicken breast. All right. Oh, rice. But they don't tell you what they use, how to cook the rice. They
put oil. A lot of times they put oil in the rice.
But they think it's because it's healthy. It's brown rice or white rice, whatever. They're like, oh, okay, it's good. But yeah, and the concept of Protein House, it's very balanced meals.
It is. Yeah, it is very balanced meals. And when they came up with a concept, which is Larissa and Andrew Bick, they kind of they were catering to like athletes, bodybuilding, serious athletes that like any type of competitor, whether it be bodybuilding, swimmer, soccer, baseball, anything, they have to follow a diet, because like I said, the food is your fuel. So if you want to keep going, if you want to be strong, if you want to be fast, you have to eat healthy.
Correct.
So they incorporated organic meats, high protein, low fat meats like bison, our steak, hormone free chicken, vegan options. We also have vegan options for people that don't want to eat meat. And your brown rice, your white rice, and your sweet potatoes and quinoa as your carbs.
But when you heard about Protein House, you reached out to them, or how did they go?
Yeah, I reached out. I sent an email. I submitted an application.
So at that time, they were already accepting franchisees?
They were already accepting, yeah. I think there were very few.
Okay.
I think it was just the one in Vegas and another one, I don't remember where, but there were very few. We got a lawyer, just so that they can walk us through the whole process, because
the franchisee is different from just opening up your own restaurant.
Yeah, it's very different. So we flew out to Vegas. We met them. We talked to them. We went to the restaurant. We ate there, and that convinced me even more. Like, oh my God, this is perfect for Mcallen.
Yeah.
Even though I know that in Mcallen there wasn't a huge market for healthy eaters, but I knew in my heart that, we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
And when you went there and you met there, like, how long did the process take for you to actually get it open?
Oh, it took a while.
Because you went where? What year was it you met up with them?
What year?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think it was 2017.
So it took you about a year or 2 years almost?
About a year.
About a year?
About a year, yeah. Because then, we came back, we talked to the lawyer. The lawyer also, he saw the whole concept. He did all his investigation. He went to Protein House. He flew to Vegas and he told me, I remember he told me, he's like, the concept is great. It's a great concept, but he's like, I don't think it's going to work in the Valley. So I heard that from so many people, like, it's not going to work in the Valley. It's not going to work in the Valley. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I believe in it. I believe that, people are going to be appreciative of this type of food. Yeah. And they're going to like it. They're going to enjoy it because we're not used to eating this.
Well, not everybody.
No, not everybody. Yeah. And if you are, it's very few.
Yeah, a handful. Yeah.
It's a very few. It's not like in bigger cities. Bigger cities, there's more. Yes. I don't know what it is.
So was that a thing with them at first? Like, I don't know about that market down there, or they were all for it? Like when you met with them, they were all for it?
They were all for it.
Okay, so they were okay with everything. It was just more like your lawyer down here and talking to people, finding a place, and they're the ones that are like, I don't know about that, I don't know about that. Yeah. But their concept, exactly. They're like, go take it down there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I also told them, like, hey, like Mcallen is like probably number 1 or number 2 city in the whole United States.
Obesity.
Yeah. Yeah,
the biggest, fattest city.
So we're the fattest city. So we need this.
Yes, we do.
We need this. At that time, I think the healthiest place was, I don't know if I can say it, but Siempre Natural.
Oh, that's right. I don't know about that place, but it's that was kind of concept a little bit. Yes.
For me, it's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy, but for people that don't know, or for people that think they're eating healthy, that's where they would go.
Well, it's like the misconception with meal prep companies. There's some meal prep companies that do good meal preps.
Yes.
And then there's some that are just like food. You just take out food. But because they call it meal prep, people think, oh, you see, it's healthy.
Yes, yeah.
Like, no, it's not. It's not the same concept. It's not the same.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? Good thing that you bring it up, because people ask me, do you guys offer meal preps? And I'm like, yes, we do. But we don't do like enchiladas or tacos or...
But it's cooked healthy.
Yeah. Or like lasagna. Yeah. Like, we don't do none of that. Like, that for a Protein House, that's not meal prep.
Meal prep that's what I tell people. Like, there's a difference between meal prep, the real nutrition, healthy meals, and then just takeout food. Because some of this one, like you say, they're just takeout food. They're not healthy.
No,
they're not healthy.
No, exactly.
Just because you put a label, protein 34 grams, doesn't mean that that's a healthy meal. It's
exactly. Not. Exactly. Yeah, but people here in the Valley don't know. Yeah. They don't know much about. About eating healthy and the benefits and how it makes you feel. And, as a nurse, when I was doing like my clinicals at the hospital, I kid you not, I would say about 80%, maybe 90% of all diseases can be either maybe reduced, or they can be...
Well, don't say that, because we probably be sensitive, because then they're going to believe that nutrition is key to a healthy life. Because they won't tell you that, right? They'll just tell you take a vaccine or take this medicine or take
Jason,
that. Jason,
if you would talk to all my friends, they would tell you that I'm the one always preaching, like, nutrition. Yes. But we're lazy.
Well, just take it back 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. Look at the population then. There wasn't that many overweight, obesity people.
No, there wasn't.
Then look at it now. Why? Fast food restaurants, bad eating, all that. It's nutrition, and they want to say, oh, it's genetic and it's this, and it's hereditary, and like, no, just go 30 years back.
Yeah, exactly.
30 years back, my grandma would cook with lard.
Yeah,
but it's a lot better than the process of cooking oil now.
The process, it's a whole process. Pero why are there so many processed food items? Because we're lazy.
We want it quick.
Porque queremos todo rápido, y let's go, and I don't want to cook. And, unfortunately, as a society, that's what we've come to. Mm-hmm. And, another reason why it's so important for me to talk about nutrition and for me to, and it's not just about, my restaurant. I want just people in general to know that, like, nutrition, you feel so much better. Fíjate, my dad, he passed away when he was 49 years old. He was 49.
That's young.
49. He passed away in 2011. He went in, I was in school. I remember. He went in with a pain in his stomach. My mom called me. And then she was like, Mija, your dad, he has a pain in his stomach. He's pale. I'm like, Mom, rush him to the hospital. He's probably getting a heart attack. Mm-hmm. Right? So this was Tuesday or Monday. I don't remember. And Tuesday he passed away. Fuck. 49 years old.
With?
He had a heart attack. He had a massive heart attack. But, I go back and I reflect on his lifestyle. I mean, it was all carnitas, barbacoa, tamales, and my mom owns a tortilleria. That's our family business. Okay. So, that's what I knew growing up. Tamales, tortillas, barbacoa, all that. Menudo, So, I mean, I didn't want to go in that direction because I knew that wasn't, the path for me. Yeah. She's very successful. She's very successful on her own. But just seeing my dad, how it really affected me. It really affected me a lot because he was so young.
Well, no, that is young. And I'm 46. That like scares me now. Like, man, 49, heart attack.
Yeah. And he passed away on April 19th. And my birthday is April 20th. So a day before my birthday. And I'll never forget that. I just felt like somebody pulled the rug from under me and I hit the floor, hit my face. And I was like, what happened? So then just something clicked in my head. Like, I need to change. I need to, also help other people to learn about nutrition. So, I feel like that's
let's talk about it. Like, what distinguishes your restaurant from other restaurants? Like, what is so? I understand that you cook, like you said, healthy meal, but what's some of the key points of your restaurant compared to another restaurant?
Everything is, first of all, everything's made fresh. Nothing is frozen. We try to carry the freshest products. From, like I said, our organic bison. That one's a proprietary item, so nobody can have it here in the Valley. Okay. And anything that's organic, anything that's fresh, all of our sauces, we make them there.
As a franchisee, because I remember I used to look into franchise. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to buy through their distributor, right?
Yes.
Or do you get their distributor, or they allow you to get from other distributors?
No. We have to get
through them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's the same protein here. It's gonna be the same protein over there, like.
Exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Some items, because we're here in the Valley and we're the only ones. Protein House is the only protein house in Texas.
In Texas.
Yes. Yeah. So some items they cannot carry just for us because we're only one store, mm-hmm. and they need to carry a lot. Pero como all of our meats, pues they distribute them from all the other protein houses. So then yes, they're able to do that. So yeah, I mean basically everything we have to go buy.
Fresh is key. Two is getting, like you said, organic stuff. Mm-hmm. How do you prep these stuff? How do you cook the meals? I mean, that's another thing too, because that makes a big difference. Yeah, yes, you can have healthy stuff, but
that's another thing.
I thought all the greasy put in there.
So all of our veggies are sautéed in water, and we just use the olive oil spray. Okay, that's it. That's all.
When you went to the restaurant over there and you saw, did they show you how they cook? They show you all the stuff?
Yeah, they showed me everything.
And you were like freaking out, like, wow, like I didn't think they cooked like that.
Yes. También to season, only salt and pepper. That's it. There's nothing. We don't put oils. We don't do none of that. Everything goes on the grill and it's fresh. Yeah. If a bowl does have a sauce, we always ask them like, do you want it on the side? That way,
But you make the sauces there.
Yes, we make them there. Mm-hmm.
And What are the serving sizes? Do y'all measure the serving sizes?
Yes.
Or so somebody would like specifically me, like when I was in there, they know how many protein ounces and stuff like that they're getting?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
everything.
Okay.
And for the meal preps, we're even more accurate. Like we weigh the protein, but when it's cooked.
Okay.
Yeah, we weigh the protein when it's cooked. And all of our cooks already know that when it's a meal prep, I mean, it's just totally different ball game. You know, like if they say 2 ounces of rice, like there better just be 2 ounces of rice, because all of our bowls come with 1 cup of rice.
Okay.
So the meal preps can be 2 ounces, but you know, some girls they do 2 ounces or 3 ounces or whatever it is. That one has to be measured to the T.
And you guys opened the doors when? 2018.
2018. We opened 2018.
And how did that go? Like how did the valley react to it? How hard was it, or was it good, or was it bad? How did it go?
It was hard. It was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so hard, honestly. It was like, I know. I remember I used to go to the back by the trash cans and I would cry. I would cry because I was like, people are not reacting to it the way that I thought.
People like, it's too healthy. I don't want this.
Yeah, it's too healthy. It's too expensive. That's like number one. Okay, we're too expensive. And I'm like, I mean, you have to invest in yourself. Like, you have to invest. And yeah, you can go get a burger at McDonald's for like what? I mean, it's already. I haven't been to
$2, $2, maybe $1. I don't know.
You can get a burger, but like you know, como now that I own a business, I'm like, okay, well, if it's $1, how much are they paying for the meat? What is
it really real meat?
Yes, exactly. What is it that makes it so cheap? Yeah. Like, I don't understand how they can make something.
That's a good point that you said that, because when you're not a business person, you're not in that business, like you say, you don't see things that way now. Now you see them right now, like, you know, before you like that, like somebody is too expensive. But now you start saying, hey, well, ours is value. And I think that's what people don't understand. It's value.
It's a value.
You know, you good quality food that you're serving. It's not whatever, you know, you're not going to Costco and buying the cheapest chicken breast and, you know, I'm going to make food prep with it. You know, no, it's quality food.
Exactly.
You know, that's why the price is there. I mean, you go to these restaurants just because it's a certain name of the restaurant, but their food quality sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what? I mean, well, maybe because it's mine, but I don't think we're expensive because last time I went to Jimmy Egg. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's on Sherry Road, right? We were in a hurry. I couldn't come all the way to Mcallen and pick up my meal, because I always come and pick up my meals from the store. And I told my husband, let's just go eat something really quick. I literally asked for egg whites and oatmeal.
That's it?
That's all I asked for.
$15?
$15. And it wasn't, and I told them, can I get 6 ounces of egg whites? I don't even think they measured it.
And it's probably with the liquid one. It wasn't even real fresh eggs or what?
Yeah. And then the oatmeal was like this little. I think I asked for like half a cup, and I don't think it was half a cup, because I eat that.
You know,
I've been eating that for the past 12 weeks. It wasn't even half a cup. Between me and my husband, we paid $37. $37. And I literally ate that egg white in 2 bites. And I'm like, we sell an an omelet with a bunch of veggies, because that's our thing.
Yeah.
Like, we carry a lot of veggies, and we put a lot of veggies in our bowls. And veggies are expensive.
Now, yeah.
I mean, they're expensive, you know? So, you know, we sell that omelet for like $11. And it's 6 egg whites. It's like 2 cups of veggies and avocado on top with the side of fruit.
That sounds
for
good.
$11. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know.
But I think it's like you're saying. It's hard to try to teach an old dog new tricks. That's what it is. Is, you know, like, they're not gonna get that concept unless they either go through some type of health scare.
Yes.
They actually decide now is the time to do it. You know, I mean, we're still in that age down here too, that little by little, that, you know, people are getting to that healthier vibe. You know, so when you guys opened in 2018, how long did it take you guys to start seeing good numbers, or actually start being okay? Now it's picking up, you know.
Oh yeah, so we're at that rate. Yeah. I changed the conversation. So we opened. It was bad. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And I would go cry in the back. And, well, we didn't have money to get people, right? So we would, at that time, we opened at 7 a.m. and we would close at 9. So we had to be there an hour earlier. So we were there, me and my husband, at 6 a.m. And then after we closed, pues we had to close and we had to clean the restaurant. So we would leave at like 10:30, sometimes 11. We were there all day. Literally.
The glorious of owning a business.
No, you can't say.
That's what people don't see, right?
No.
Like, oh, you own a business.
You have money. You have money.
But they don't understand the long hours, the stress we go through. Yep.
Dude, it's like, it's not for everybody. Honestly, it's not for everybody.
You have to love what you're doing first. Two, it's struggles. You got your ups and downs, but it's tough. It's tough.
It's super, extremely tough. Yeah. And then, I think it took about 2 years. Where I was finally able to, because I was there every day. Were
you cooking also? Or you were just managing? So you hired cooks?
So funny story that you mentioned that, because like one time, it was a Sunday, I remember. I was doing the register, right? And then my husband was cooking and we were waiting for another cook to get there, right? So it was going to be him and the cook and me. Pues, of course, unreliable employees, right? He doesn't show up. And it's just me and my husband. And it was a Sunday and the restaurant was...
Started busy. Packed. Let's go. Start cooking.
Packed. My husband was like, close the doors. Mm-hmm. And I was like, how are we going to close? Like, we can't. We can't. And he was like, I can't. I don't know where on the screen. I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost. I had to call my brother. Hey, come and help me wash dishes. Because we didn't have pans tampoco. He was so busy doing all the orders that we didn't have pans. So my brother came and he helped me wash dishes. And I was, I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how. But you know what? From that experience, I said to myself, never again will I live through this again. So I got my butt in the kitchen and I learned. I learned how. I don't know how to cook. So you know how they like sartenean the veggies. I didn't know how to do that, but I learned. I didn't know how to flip an omelet on the pan.
On the skillet.
No, I would wait for it to be ready and then I would grab it and I would flip it because I didn't know how. Yeah. But I said, this is never going to happen to me again, to us, to where we didn't know what to do. And I learned how to cook. So now if anybody is missing or doesn't come in, I'll get myself in the kitchen.
The good thing about it is also you don't have a big staff. You don't have to have a big staff because you don't have waitresses. You don't have busboys. You don't,
Exactly.
So you mainly is your cooks and then your
the baristas.
The washing dishes or whatever and the front desk. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's good that the employees is low, so that helps with costs.
Yeah. It does. So after 2 years, I kind of was able to get away a little bit. Instead of being there all day, I would leave around 6 or 7. And then, I was able to have a little bit more freedom, just a little bit. But even then, I was still kind of like, oh my God, what's going on? Is everything okay? Yeah. Because I feel that when you're not there, I don't know.
And you guys opened 2 years before that, or actually a year almost, the pandemic. Yeah, so then the pandemic came in. So how was that with you guys?
Oh my God, it was horrible.
So you guys opened 2018.
Yes,
it was a little struggle. Then you start picking it up, and then here comes the pandemic.
We were barely oh my God, I can't believe, these numbers. And it was so busy. And then the pandemic hit. Oh man, that was tough. We had to get rid of all of our staff. Mm-hmm. We had to get rid of all. So it was just me and my husband during the pandemic.
And were at a certain amount of time, was it just people just picking up orders, or the people were still eating there, or there's more?
Because
just hey, I'm gonna pick up some orders and boom, I'll pick up some.
Yeah, they would. It was more than anything. It was just the third party deliveries, like Grubhub, DoorDash, and Favor. That's it.
And how long did it take for that to go away? For them, okay, it's getting a little bit normal.
It took a while. Yeah. It took a while, because people were still real scared to leave the house and. Go and eat and very germaphobes and it was, oh man, it was such a bad time. And For me, honestly, when it hit, I was never really scared. I mean, I was like, it's a virus. And I'm like, it's a virus. If you're healthy, you should be good.
I've told people that too, but people are like, no, you got to be careful. You got to wear your mask. You got your vaccine. You got to get this. You got to get this. I was like, dude, no, chill out, dude.
Yes, I know.
I tell people, man, this is me. I was like, look, if the success rate to get out of it was, what, 95%, 98%?
Yes.
What's scary about that? Now, they told me, dude, 25% percent of people that get it, 50% people are going to die like right there and then. I mean, that's something scary.
Exactly.
Okay? But they tell you can recover 98% on your own. Like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so then that went up. So then after that, how did it go? How did it go after that? It started picking up again?
It started picking up again, yes. I feel kind of también it helped make people realize, like, hey, you gotta eat healthy. You gotta eat healthy. I would always tell them, you're wearing a mask, but you're eating at McDonald's. I mean, it's like, totally.
What is your market like from all the years you've been open? What, 2018, 19, 20, 22, 5 years? What is the market that you've been seeing? Is because it is health conscious, but are you starting to see average people coming in, or are you still seeing just more of the?
We're starting to see a lot of more like average people, and we know because they start asking a lot of questions. But our main market is like the healthcare professional, I would say. Like, we have a lot of that, and we have a lot of like pharmaceutical reps that go and they take food to
the office.
Yes.
Oh, well, cool.
So pharmaceutical reps and universities. Yeah.
So that helps a lot with those group.
The big orders.
Good.
Yes.
And with the protein house, it being the restaurant, you always had meal prep, so people, or that's something you started asking you, like, let's start doing that. And
we've always had it.
So somebody comes in, because I know I was talking to Juan, and he says he buys the meats and buys the rice.
Yes.
So you do that too. Also.
We do it. We sell it by the pound. We've always had it available. But I think I kind of held back from pushing it a lot because I didn't want to be known as a meal prep. I wanted them to know that we're a restaurant. Yes, meal preps were like kind of something secondary, but I wanted them to know that we are a restaurant that serves fresh food, fresh meals, like whenever you're craving something healthy but good and satisfying, so the meal preps have always been available. But again, I always tell them, we don't do tacos, wings, lasagnas, none of that. It's just and they're like, well, how do they come? And I'm like, pues, you tell me what your diet is. Like, what are you eating? Because what I'm eating is not the same thing that you're eating. My goals are different from yours. So you have to tell me specifically what you want.
Sure. And that aspect, what percentage of that is business? 10%, 15%?
15. I would say 15%. Yeah. But now more people are knowing about it because they tell me, like, I didn't know you had meal preps. And I'm like, yes, we have meal preps. Well, that's why
I thought, I assume you guys are restaurant.
Yes.
And when I had dinner the other day with Cesar and Juan there.
Yeah.
That was my first time. It was really good, by the way. It was really good food. It tastes really good, And I've been wanting to go over there. Just a drive. It's a drive for me. But when he was telling me all that, I was like, man, how come they don't announce that? Because I think that would help a lot of athletes, especially that are in prep, or because that's something too. It's kind of consuming for us to cook all that food. So if you can just go and pick it up, and then you're that good for the week. Why not? That's good. But what in the menu? Let's say what's your menu. What do you all have? What's the choices you all have on the menu?
We have first of all, we have breakfast all day.
Okay.
So breakfast, we have pancakes, protein pancakes, burgers, wraps, salads, bowls, and our very popular section is our build your own. Okay. So that you can build your own salad, you can build your own wrap, you can build your own bowl, and you tell us what kind of protein, you tell us your carbs, and you give us whatever veggies.
So that's like the number one choice a lot of people do.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, because they want.
Because sometimes like they it's in a certain menu, it looks good, but then they don't want this, so they don't want that.
Andale.
So,
That's good. So I always direct them like, hey, well, you can build your own, especially for our new customers that are scared to try our bowls. I always, hey, well, you can tell me what you want, and you can build your own bowl, and we can make it for you.
What you bring? Show us what you brought. Let's see.
So, our number one seller is going to be our muscle builder.
Okay.
So this is a bison burger. It's a double meat. It has low-fat cheddar, caramelized onions.
First of all, bison meat is one of the healthiest, high-protein, lowest fat.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's just a little pricey when you get it at the market, you know?
Yeah,
and it's
really
very limited, too. Like, not people carry it, too.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And then our most popular bowl is going to be our Thai Monster. So that one has chicken and steak, asparagus, broccoli, your choice of carbs. I brought you white rice.
Okay.
I figured you.
No.
And then it has peanuts, green onions, and it has a Thai peanut sauce that we make in-house.
And okay, something like this. What do you know the macros out of your head? No.
Not off the top of my head. Okay. Yeah. And then I brought you sweet potatoes for the burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you buy this, you can get
a side.
A side. Okay.
Yeah, you can get a side. Our sweet potatoes are not fried. They're not sweet potato fries.
They're air fried.
They're just sautéed.
Sautéed.
Yeah, they're sautéed in the pan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're really good.
So
really
from
healthy.
all from like you said, like what's the biggest one? Is it the burgers, the bowls, or just
the burgers?
The burgers.
Yeah, the muscle builder is like our top seller. Mm-hmm. I was scared of like
eating bison or what?
No. Oh. I was scared that wasn't gonna sell because it's expensive.
But
you know,
it's if you never tasted bison. First of all, I mean, you can taste a big difference in the meat, the way it tastes. It tastes good. It's not gamey. It's not gamey either.
At all.
It's hard to describe, but it has a different taste compared to your basic beef. Mm-hmm. But it does taste cleaner. It's weird. Is it right?
Good. Like it's so good. Pues no le piden nada a Whataburger.
No.
They're gonna hate me.
No, but see, that's just the quality of food that you guys make.
Exactly.
Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. And we have a lot of customers tell us like, oh my God, I just ate and I don't feel bloated. Mm-hmm. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like, ugh, you know, and I'm like, pues it's because that's
where they cook
those are the benefits of eating quality foods.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And what's your future plans for protein? Has you plan to expand somewhere or?
We want to expand. We have a lot of people tell us that they want us to come to the south side of Mcallen.
Because when you get a franchisee, do they give you a certain area?
They gave me the whole valley.
Okay, so it's usually like that.
Yeah.
And are you contracted to open so many before so many years, or they're not? So hey, this is your area if you ever want to open. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know and it works both ways. Because I know sometimes some franchises say, "We'll give you this area,"
and within 3 years,
within 3 years you got to open 2 more. If not, you lose it.
Exactly.
Okay.
No. I mean, we talked about it, and we also talked about our pricing, because when we first opened, I told them like the Vegas prices. I'm like, they're not going to work in the valley. Yeah. So we're the only store that they, compromised the pricing for our store in Mcallen, because everybody else, like Arizona, there's one in Dubai, there Massachusetts, where else? I think they're about to open in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So all of those pricing, it was Vegas prices. But I'm like, it's not gonna work here in the valley.
So you're saying you think you're hoping South Mcallen area, or
we're hoping that it's not in the near future, but that's what I want. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And let's talk about your competitive one. How'd you get into competing too? Because I mean, after CrossFit, you got into bodybuilding. You said, right?
Yes. So the year that I wanted to compete was the year COVID hit. In January, I was getting
2020?
ready. Yeah.
2019. 2020.
I was like, okay, this is a year. Right. I started getting ready, and then in March was when they shut down all the gyms and everything, right?
Yeah, for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, for about 6 weeks. Oh my God, I was super depressed during that time. I
was like, I'm still coming. I have my key.
I had to be empowered with your own gym. No, if I would have known you back then. But yeah, so I used that whole year to kind of like just get a sense of how it is, like the whole dieting, because I mean, like people think, oh, you're dieting, Saturday and Sunday you have off. Like, no. Like this is a Monday to Friday.
It's prep for a competition is different from just clean eating and stuff. Yeah.
So I used that whole year to kind of just get used to the whole idea of eating, healthy and eating every 3 hours and having my meals ready and all that, waking up, doing my cardio. Because before it was just working out. Okay. I didn't know cardio. I didn't know anything.
So at that point, did you hire a coach to help you with that?
Because yes, I hired a coach. He's from Austin.
Okay.
He's from Austin. I'm not with him anymore, but yeah, he was my first coach. And then
so you're prepping all 2020, just kind of getting to that mindset,
right?
But you didn't compete that year. The following years when you came. Okay.
2021, I competed in May.
Yes, May.
May, right?
The May. Austin. Was that the Adela?
Austin. Yeah, the Adela. That was my first
division
show.
Did you compete in?
I do figure.
Oh, you did figure.
Yeah,
okay.
I do figure.
How did you decide to do that division? Or is that something you wanted to do right away when you got into bodybuilding?
Well, my coach said that I had a very muscular frame.
So then you're like, bikini's out of the question.
Oh, no, no, man. Those bikini girls are tiny. Yes, they're tiny. No, no. I was way past bikini. So he told me that figure would be the best. And then, pues como I did CrossFit for 5 years, I had traps and...
So you had a good foundation of muscle with you.
See, because of all the Olympic lifts. Yeah. So I was like, fine. I mean, I like figure. I think it's, it's... You have to be very well proportioned, and you have to come in very lean and
how long did you actually prep for the show? Because I know you did the whole year, just kind of get into it, but the actual prep for that show, 2020.
I think it was, I'm gonna say 16 weeks. Okay. Yeah. 16
so going
weeks.
into your first time official prep, and you did all these type of diets and fat diets and so that
God, yeah.
How was it?
It was, you know what? It was better in a sense that I didn't know you would eat so much. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, I didn't know that, but just those last 4 weeks, oh my gosh, It was intense. And I had so much respect for people that do it for a living. Mm-hmm. It is insane. The commitment, the time, it is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, you, right? You're an IFBB pro. You were the first one in the Valley.
Yes.
Que padre to hold that title. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, the first men's bodybuilder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's work, and then you did it, and you got on stage. And how was that being on stage for the first time? Because that's something totally different that you did. How was it? How was it?
It was it was tough. It was tough. I think I placed second and third.
Second in novice.
Second in novice.
And third in open.
And third in open, yes. Okay. So I was devastated. I mean, you always go with the mentality of winning, but it was my first show. I didn't know, that, it takes years. I honestly didn't know. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's my first show. I'm going to win first place.
Well, I mean, we all want that.
Yeah.
That's a competitive side of it. We do.
Right.
But we got to be realistic sometimes. One is, like you said, it's your first time being on stage. Two, it's your first time prepping. How's your body going to change? Is it going to change? Yeah. Are you, three, are you really going to stick with it? I mean, are you not cheating and not telling your coach? You know what I mean?
I know,
Just a lot of things go on play. But it's your first show.
It was my first show.
Placing second and third is still good. First of all, you accomplished the process. But that's even you did it. A lot of people start and they quit.
Yes.
So you did that.
I know.
So after that, getting off stage, what was your feedback? Was it like, okay, I'm done, bucket list, or you're like, I want more?
No, I was like, I want more.
You want more?
Yeah, I want more. And then me and my coach decided to do another show in December, but no, I did everything, and 2 weeks out, he pulled me out.
What?
I don't know. He just said I wasn't ready.
How did you feel? Did you feel you were ready?
Oh my God. I was doing everything that he told me to do.
But from the first show to this show, how was your body? Were you ahead? Were you thinking you looked better?
I felt like I was better, that I looked better. But I don't know. I mean. And
you were still going to do figure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He said, I'm sticking to figure.
Okay.
So he pulled me out 2 weeks out, and I got really depressed. It really took a mental toll, and like it just messed me up. It messed me up.
If you put in all that work and then like 2 weeks out, I mean, it'd be different if something else happened, like personal or something you had to pull out. But somebody,
and like I had already bought my bikini, and those things are expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
They're hella expensive, man. And I already had everything ready. I had spent so much money. It's an expensive sport.
It is. It's a hobby. It's an expensive hobby at first.
It is, yeah. So, it kind of messed me up. And
so you left them? Yes. Not with them no more. Okay.
No, I'm not with them anymore. And then I got a new coach in January. And I've been working with him. I worked with him all last year. We did a bulk for like 9 months. A 9-month bulk. That was fun. Yeah. That was fun. Yeah.
Heavy training, a lot of eating.
The eating was insane. Yeah. Like I was already on my next meal, and like I was still full from my previous meal. And I told him, like, I cannot. Yeah. I didn't realize that bulking was this much eating. Yeah. And even if when I was
try to explain it. It's not just a lot of eating, because it's not just eating crap.
No.
It's the calories, but just a little bit more serving. Yes. I think that that's a concept. Don't get that twisted. Don't think like you're just eating whatever because everybody's you're eating a lot. Oh, that's fun. No.
Yeah. Like you. I don't know. You talk to a lot of guys and they're like, I'm eating pizza because I'm on a bulk, and I'm like, that's not bulking. It doesn't work like that. Bulking. No, bulking. You still have to eat your meals, what you're supposed to, but.
It's just more calories.
More calories, yeah, and exactly. And I was able to eat salmon, during my bulk and stuff like that. So that was really fun. So I felt great at the gym. The weights just felt light, and it was just.
So what are the plans now?
I want to do again the Adela.
Okay.
On June 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my plan, and then. I told my coach to keep me ready for September.
For the
for the one here. I want to do the one here. But
good job.
Yeah.
This will be your second show.
Yes, it's my second show.
It's been a while. I mean it's a 2-year gap from your first show.
I know.
But let's get on stage this year. Let's see you on stage.
Yeah. I'm excited about the competition here this year.
It should be a lot bigger. A lot bigger and better than the previous. Now that we have Bernadette.
She's running the show now. So do you have any athletes competing?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
God willing, I should have a big group this year for this one, even bigger than last year.
Oh my gosh, how exciting!
It's fun. I love training. Athletes. Especially the ones that really put in the work and they see the big change. I mean, it's as a coach, you want everybody to win. Yes, you want everybody to place. But I always try to say, look, let's just bring our best. That's all we can do. Let's just bring our best.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then we'll see the judges pick. Yeah. But as long as we bring you at top chop, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then let's talk about how you partner up with One More Bodybuilding. How you guys are doing that big old seminar.
So we literally just met. Yeah. We literally just met at the gym. We just started talking at the gym, and he was telling me about his brand, and I've bought his shirts, and they are amazing.
They are.
They are amazing.
It's the material, the quality. Yep.
The quality is great. I tell him I love his shirts. And
let's do another plug for them. Go check them out. The website, onemorebodybuildingusa.com, and then my code Jason Martz 10. You can take 10%. But go check them out. Great stuff. Even the wraps. Yes. The wrist wraps, I tried it the other day. The belt, everything felt comfortable. It's really good stuff.
Yes, they gave me a belt and it's signed by Natalia.
Yeah, he was telling me, you got all excited.
I was so
You're
excited.
Like, yes. And then you're going to get to meet her over here.
Yes, so we want to bring her down. Yeah. And we started talking. He said he was going to do the competition. Yes. So I told him, you know what, we need to do something because they have her. The One More Bodybuilding has her as an athlete. Yeah. So I was like, let's bring her down. Let's get these athletes motivated and let's, teach them about what is it that they need. They're posing because, oh my God, I did not realize how much posing was I think it's like what determines whether you win or lose, honestly.
Correct. Because I've gone to several shows where this female or male phenomenal physique and they don't pose right, and then you see somebody so but they're just like you're just like
Yes.
all eyes are on them because of the way they're
Exactly.
posing. Yeah, no, it's key.
That's what happened to me.
So it was your posing?
I was bigger.
It was just your posing was off?
I remember my kids were there. Ay, pobrecitos, mis niños. They were like, Mom, you were bigger than the other girls. Why did they win? But, I mean, maybe they just said that because they love me. But, that was one of the things that I was like, we need to let these athletes know that posing is huge. Posing is everything.
It is.
Like
Presentation.
you say, you can have the biggest physique, but if you don't know how to show it off, nombre, they won't even look at you. So I want her to come and explain to the athletes, especially here in the Valley, because we're going to have a lot of first timers.
Yes.
We're going to have a lot of first timers, and that way she can motivate them. They can look at her because she's an Olympian.
She's second in the world.
Second. She's, oh my God, she's gorgeous. So that way she could explain to them, the dieting, of course, posing, the cardio, the training, everything, just so that they can get, a little bit of a feel and get more educated on competing, So
that's the thing about the seminar. It's going to be a good one because it's not just going to be just somebody just talking. I mean, she's going to go in detail, and then you're going to train, and, and it's a 2-day event too. And it's free, guys. It's free an event.
Yes.
It's not something you got to pay,
No. We're going to do it for free. That way, everybody can kind of like feel comfortable in coming and just getting any type of information. You're going to be able to ask her questions also. Yeah. Like any concern or anything that you might have, you can ask her, and she's so sweet. She's going to motivate a lot of people. Yeah. I feel. So that's what we want to do for the Valley. And right now we still don't have the details yet.
Yeah, I was talking to Cesar. I mean, they're looking at that sometime the end of April.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to figure out where. And,
the thing is that I'm talking with the convention center to do some of the part there at the convention center, like the theoretical part where she's explaining everything. And
well, like that little studio that Bernadette had the workshop, something like that would be ideal.
Well, that's what So I spoke to Bernadette and I told her, and she's like, I think it'll be better, if you do it here, just so that it also looks more professional. And
I was telling Cesar, it's something like that, and then get a gym that's cool with people being there,
right?
Walking around and being with her and working.
Exactly.
That might be some gyms. I don't know about that, but that'd be ideally those two. one day over here and the other day over here.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm already talking with the convention center, and we're just ironing out the details, and they're gonna let me know if they have it available and what, how, and everything. So yeah, we're working on it.
So stay tuned, guys, and follow us on IG. Make sure you get to take tunes on the details of that seminar.
Yes.
So how do people reach you? Where's Protein House? Got a plug for you guys, Protein House.
So we are on 10th and Dove. 10th and Dove by Sprouts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we're at. You guys can look us up at Protein House Mcallen. On Instagram, we have an app, so download our app. You can order through there. You can view our menu. If you have any questions, you can call the store. 800-4313 is our phone number. You can look me up. You can message me. I have a lot of customers that they message me their orders.
Okay.
Yeah, like Cesar. Hey, I need 2 pounds, 3 pounds of this, and I just do it for them because I know that it's convenient.
Yeah.
So any questions that you guys have, reach out to me or reach out to the page or whatever. Just,
Or you have any last words? One is being a woman, businesswoman, being a mom, being a nurse, still going to school. Mm-hmm. Tell us. Give us some advice.
I want to motivate women to be independent, not to be scared of eating, and not to be scared of lifting weights. You're not going to look like a man. You're not going to get bulky. Don't be scared. Like, it's such a beautiful and rewarding thing. And I know we're all very busy, all of us, but we need to make time and invest in our health because most of the times women are the head of the family. If the women is not there, everything falls apart. So we have to maintain ourselves healthy and active. And I think the most important part is being that role model for your kids. Yeah. Because you think that they're not looking, but they're looking at everything that you do. So that's my main thing. Motivate my kids. Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's true because like one thing I've noticed is when women do before and afters or they get into the working out and stuff, their glow changes. And their attitude, their way they look at things. And that's one thing that everybody should be like that.
Yes, exactly. Good, you know? Yeah.
So guys, make sure you guys go to Protein House, check out the meals, go out there. Make sure you guys stay tuned with the details for the seminar. Shout out to one more bodybuildingusa.com for sponsoring us here, our podcast. Go check out the website. If you guys interested in coaching, I do coaching, www.coachjasonmartinez.com. Check my team, Team Jack. Make sure you guys subscribe. Give us a like if you like the video. Till next time, get the last rip in. Stay healthy. Peace.
Bye.
What's up, guys? If you guys looking for a great line of supplements, check out Jack Factory. Jack Factory got a great line of supplements. They got your fat burners, pre-workouts, essentials, proteins. Link is in the description. Use my code Jason, save 20%. Go check them out. Use my link and code and save 20%. The stack that I'm using right now is a Nitro Surge Built with a couple of capsules of NOXT pre-workout. During my workout, I got the EAA Surge. And then post-workout, I got my Growth Surge and my protein. So go check them out. Use the link in the description and my code Jason, save 20%.